Well done, England. Good game, good game. I very I went to the gym for the first time in months today. I very nearly stayed there and didn't even bother coming. I don't even know why. I just started getting into the gym, but I felt sick. I had an empty belly. I only ate lunch and I went to the gym straight after work. I felt sick after about an hour and a half. Yeah. No, an hour, sorry. I was in there from 6 till 7. But big up England. It's not about me. It's about England, isn't it? Come on, England. Are we going to win? Are we going to win on Sunday against Spain? Well, I hope so. We've got to keep the faith, and we've got all the way there. Everyone slagged off the team. Everyone slagged off Gareth Southgate, myself included. Why don't he make these changes? Substitutes, use your substitutes, and every single time he's been right. So got to pick up Gareth Southgate. We've got their playing boring, and long may it continue. The Holland game weren't boring. Though. It was impossible to play boring against Holland, isn't it? Well. Well, I also saw that Keir Starmer said England could do it, and if he says it, it's got to be true, isn't it? Actually, if he says it, it's got to be. I probably wouldn't bet on it. Wish he didn't say it. People go, "Oh, Keir Starmer." You go, "Yeah, well, just remember one thing. He was in charge of the CPS when it refused to charge Jimmy Savile while he was alive. He was in charge of the CPS. He's that sort of geezer, yeah. Protects. That sort of kind protects their own, if you know what I mean. Not saying anything against him, but you know, mate, there's no difference, is there really? There's no difference. It's just all the bad things are going to happen quicker under Keir Starmer. So well done, everyone. You're all so clever. One good idea that he's had. If I said it, everyone go, "Oh, you scumbag!" Let out the prisoners to resolve overcrowding. Let out the prisoners. Oh, let out the prisoners to resolve overcrowding. If I was a prisoner, I'd be happy. I'm sure every prisoner inside is going to be happy if they get released, and rightly so. Yeah, why not? If he's going to release you, you're going to be happy. But will it solve crime? Will it solve? And I'm not saying don't let these geezers out. I'm sure they're not going to let out mass murderers, but I'm sure Peter Sutcliffe will not be let out if he's still alive. But will it solve crime? Will these people come out and think, yes, I've served my time, I'm never going to commit crime again? Or they're going to go, they let me out early. Oi, oi, kiss a beer, kiss a toot, away we go. Listen, if you're that way inclined, it don't really matter how long you do, really. Truthfully, does it? We all know that's true. That doesn't matter if you do your full bird, if you do half your bird, if you do a quarter of that bird, a quarter of that bird. If you're not ready to quit, you're not going to quit. It's as simple as that. I'll tell you what would free up all the spaces if they just cleared up all the illegal immigrants they're holding. And some of them they've been holding for years and years and years. It's like, it's not worth fighting it. It's not worth fighting it for years and years and years. What, to stay in Pentonville or something, or some grotty little immigration centre? Send them home. Let them fight their deportation from there, and that'll free up a lot of spaces. I'm not saying don't release the prisoners, Jesus Christ. But listen, I met a geezer from the Ivory Coast that wasn't even fighting deportation. That was held in jail for 4 years over his bird, and I think he got like a 7 or a 9 anyway. So he did half of that, or 3/4 of that. That's what it was back then. And then they held him in for 4. I met him at the end of his 4 years. He went, they booked the plane twice for me, and they've had to cancel it twice. But twice in 4 years, that's nothing. That's what I'm saying. Joe ain't just full of people that don't want to go. He weren't even fighting it. Neither would I. 4 years. But yeah, nothing good's going to come out of Keir Starmer. Nothing good's going to come out of it. His best mate, Zelensky, just want to prolong a war, keep a war going. All the while, innocent people get killed, and they just go, we'll just keep it going. Just keep it going, mate. Fight to the bitter end. Fight to the last Ukrainian. Not yourself, though. Walking about in his camouflage fatigues and all that. I mean, Geezer's never picked up a gun in anger. All the while, he's sending every single person out there to die. Same as Russia. Russia's like, there's no good and evil in politics. They're all evil, man. They're all evil when they send poor people out to this cannon fodder. Yeah. Putin's not going to get killed. Zelensky's not going to get killed. Innocent civilians get killed. You know what I mean? Army soldiers that don't know no better. There you go. That's my little political rant. Back to England. Go on, England. Do you know, it makes you think. There's a difference to being on the road, on the street, and then being banged up and watching a football, watching an important England game like that. That's an important game, isn't it? Semi-final, first final of foreign soil. Best chance we've got as well. We was the favourites, weren't we, at first? And I know Spain are better than us, but I'm sure England were the favourites to begin with. You're watching that game in anywhere. If someone's never been banged up before and never been put behind a door, then it's a shock to the system when the wing erupts and everyone starts kicking a door. That's all you can do, is scream and kick a door. Like turn around, boot the metal door, or hit it with your fist, slap it. Some people hit it with a chair, scream. It's like a din of noise that just goes off, mate. And it's people chuck in. It's like New Year's Eve. Like it's what they do in New Year's Eve as well, when they chuck toilet roll out the window. On a big match, on a normal match, they won't be doing that. On a big match like that, they probably was. And some wings ain't even the most patriotic wings in the world. They're not. But when it's an important England game, it erupts. There's always loads of English people in there anyway, and people that don't hate on England. You're watching it out here, and you start thinking, who's good? Like, he scored. No one's kicking the door. Nobody's banging the windows. I very nearly didn't even get into this tournament as well, because I've just gone right off football. I thought I did. Just gone right off it, like, in the last year, 2 years. Just thought, these geezers earning £500,000 a week telling us what to do. Just stick to playing football and stop being political, you morons. It just put me off. And then I see, can't help it, like a little England that comes out and you go, go on, England. But yeah, the difference between being on road and being banged up. Winning with any football, especially like the Champions League, when that goes off, because there's people from all around the world but banged up, isn't there? So like there'll be people cheering Real Madrid and Barcelona and AC Milan, like there'll be people cheering everyone. Oh, no. That'll look like a hoarder's mess. That's literally because we've got a new sofa bed in the front room and everything's piled up in one corner. It won't get sorted out tomorrow either, so we're all going to work in the morning. But where was we? Oh yeah, cheering England behind the door. Cheering any football team behind the door, mate. Especially like, don't matter where you are, Arsenal or Liverpool. They're the ones that most people like support behind the door. I should think that you come across. The wings erupt when Arsenal or Liverpool are playing in the Champions League. Really murmurs when Man U are playing, like the Glory Hunters, Cockneys, and all that. Yeah, go on. But that's true. That is, man. If they support Man U, they're stuck in a time warp. They was Glory Hunters, and they're just stuck now. They probably support Man City nowadays. But anyway, come on, England. We're all going to be there Sunday cheering you on and having a beer. If you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe and we'll chat again. Adios.